so I got to just start with your assessment of Lynn's impact coming in first game.
Yeah, I think it's hard, right? The emotionalness you come after missing that many games. I thought he had a really good last week and a half of practice. We knew we were going to ease him in. Took him off the scout team going into the Holy Family game, and then same thing with this one. And it's going to take some time. It is. We know that. Our lineups are moving around, certain guys out, injured, or whatever it may be. So we know there's going to be some time in this 4 games before you get to league play to figure it all out.
There was, people on the outside, a lot of observers were like, all right, Lynn can come in and Jamal can get off the ball and settle this team at point guard. It seemed like his real impact here at the start was in a lot of other ways.
Yeah, he guards really well. He's always done his whole career. I think he's a really good rebounder. He's tough. He's physical. You add that part, and I think that showed tonight. We really hammered home defense, and I think he took on the challenge, go guard the other team's best player for a lot of times. So he brings that and his ability to play on the ball too. He can really get downhill, and I think that just helps everybody.
These guys, I guess, they're missing their really best downhill guy, right?
Yeah, they were out. Yeah, he's a lefty driver, can really get downhill, good player. This is a great team. I have great respect for Coach Claxton. He's learned from Jay Wright, played for Jay Wright, obviously, and I think they've won 20 games every year since he's been the head coach. I think they've won 11 straight in this building going into today, and won 26 out of 30. So they were without some pieces, and I think our guys, again, we focused on the defensive effort for 2 straight days, and we had done that prior to games, but we saw the translation from practice carry over to here today.
Did you kind of sense they were searching a little bit, their guys, for what
yeah,
was, right?
I think that, look, you know what you're going to get from them. It's going to be a battle. I think they've already beaten a Big East team, right? I think they've won at UMass. They had another really good win, too. Norfolk State on the road the other day. I think they were trying to figure out some things. I thought our activity was really good. It really took them out of some stuff. Our bigs were high hand sprint back. We were in passing lanes the right way. So I think our activity disrupted them.
You shoot 31% and you win kind of in a runaway. You preach defense, rebounding, and free throw shooting. You did those 3s.
Yeah, it's got to be who we are. There's been some games that we've gotten away from who we are. I thought we really guarded first 4 games of the season, and then we kind of didn't guard up to our potential, so that was our focus. But this is what you got to do. You're not going to make shots every night. You got to do the other things. I think we showed that on the road today.
How are you going to figure out this rotation, these combinations? I think it wasn't until maybe Lynn and Jamal played a few minutes together in the first half, and then the last 3 minutes, but it's all sorts of different combinations.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have, right? You have a lot of guys that we trust that can go out there and show different lineups. So, we want to see some things today too that we got to see. So we're gonna keep figuring it out, and our guys know you got to defend and rebound. That's what we're looking for, and those guys are going to see more minutes.
Yeah, so I assume with that, starting lineup is to be determined.
Yeah,
game to game.
It is, right? At some point you want to have something set, but right now guys are, got to be ready to compete. There's a guy I didn't get in the game today, Dylan Batee, who I thought practiced really well. Just their bigs were so big, it wasn't probably the best matchup. So I talked to him after the game, but he's another guy that's going to really help us this year.
And just kind of a little bit about what Davidson presents. I don't know if they're doing exactly what they did under the guy.
I got a lot of film to watch on this bus ride home, but I know they're playing really well. They're always well coached, right? Coach McKillop's have done a great job there. But we've got to be ready. It's great to be back home, right? 3 out of 10 on the road or a neutral site. Excuse me, 3 out of 10 at home of our first 10. It's great to get back home. And these are the games that challenge you. You go at Hofstra, you have Davidson at home, then you got to go play Rhode Island on a neutral site. That's going to prepare us for league play.
Thanks,
guys.